Hello everyone. And yes, I know it's pretty late. Had an eventful few days here. But sleep schedule's off and I wanted to play, and I've already been not streaming for like 3 days. So we are going to get at least a minor stream in. To prevent me from continuing any further in the game, I actually started up another very hard run today just to mess around with some different skills. Alright, so I have 2 saves here, right? As you can see, there's like a 6-hour difference between them. So, we've probably doubled up our time. I don't know where we left off, but I assume it was around 12 hours, maybe? I don't know. You know what? Let's just go over stuff. I've done a lot of stuff, and it's been a few days since this, issue happened, so I'm going to try to go over what I did the first time, because this doesn't include the almost 3-something hours.
I'll take care of him, Commander.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, I know where I'm at. Okay, so in my run, I have explored like the whole map. The reason I brought this one up is a little bit different. I thought I was over here, but I guess I'm not. I haven't done this on this save. The reason I brought this one up is a little bit different. I thought. There's no school tomorrow, so my kid's currently up. She was up, not yesterday, but the night before, Sunday night. I'm coughing and a lot of stuff, and I did end up getting her to school, but she came home basically passed out for like 5 hours. Yeah, she slept. No, what was it? She slept about, well, she slept about 9:30. So I guess about 5 hours. And it's really cold out. It's supposed to be like low of 16, which would be about around now, since it's 3 in the morning. So I've been around the fireplace for a while. And my back's been killing me from doing the fireplace pretty much every day for like a week. Anyway, so I might just pull another all-nighter, but I slept in the afternoon. Because I pulled an all-nighter to make sure she was okay through the night, because she kept getting up. Anyway, this scene I might have to run off. Alright, I think we left off at level 5. I did get a couple flaws. I think we had that one already. Teetotaler, which gives us more toxicity, but also more health. So that's good. I did pick up some new inhaler charges. I will go over all that and other character stuff. I knew there was things before lockpick I needed. I also took observation and hack. Now the first time I took lockpick, hack, and engineering, I think. But like I said, I lost like 3.5 hours of work. And then I took, I think this one. Also, yeah, you get Scrabbles. No point in going over that. So, the map. I found out, unfortunately I'm in combat, so I can't turn, well. Oh, yeah, I also have that flaw. Oh, I thought that was an enemy right there. I was like, shit. I'm just waiting for the stealth stuff to go down so I can show you what was going on here.
Forever vigilant.
Am not, nor have ever been, greatly fond of lurkers.
Lollygag, somewhere I ain't.
Boarding search. Probably hold up somewhere. Forever vigilant.
Giving chase. Nothing came of it.
Forever vigilant.
What's your purpose here?
Remain vigilant.
I will not hesitate to raise the alarm.
It's just not going down. I'm in stealth. They can't see me.
For our beneficent leader.
Well, half of them's gone away.
Employing a thorough, methodical search pattern.
Always watchful.
Okay, well this is a new one. I did notice you can see them all little red dots on the map down the bottom left.
His gaze sees all.
I noticed that when I was doing the very hard run today. What the fuck is going on? Why are they not fucking going away?
Election or euthanasia?
To what ends
Their
do you
choice.
endeavor?
Beware of bushwhackers.
Somebody lost?
Be you ally or adversary?
Eyes peeled for eyes.
Our contentment probably crawled up somewhere to die.
Come on out. I give you my word. We can resolve this like decent people.
Okay, so here's what happened, right? I went through, started clearing this area up here, right? Talked to this guy. Came over here. There's big slopes. I ran up the slopes. I actually found out you could run all the way up there, and it looked like you could drop down through here. You can, by the way. Found a rift over here with a tower. There's really nothing else over there. Just a rift right now. And I did look a few things up. Like I looked up how to do the cave, and that's a quest. Ina's quest. So we can't access it until she does that. All right. I also was looking up different builds today for the very hard run. So, but as far as the main run, the only other thing I've looked up is baseball cards for the achievement. Anyway, I did this. I came down here. When I started talking to this lady, there was a lucky option to talk to her about the main lady, DeVries. And I was like, oh, yeah, I probably should save that for stream. So I stopped this. This was all like the day after I'd streamed, right? So there was a battle with some one or two raptors right here at this cross section. I didn't find this lady for a quest giver the first time I did this. But anyway, I came over here, I did this, which was a little area. Found this thing, I didn't go in it. And then explored down here. There's a fishing village down here. There's actually one of the comic books was down here. Well, I can go ahead and tell you the comic book was here. One over here in these houses, which is, this whole area is this crap city. There's a thing here, one in this fishing village. Well, this is an empty thing. And then this was empty. And this is a protectorate farms. I actually had to kill these guys. Because at this point, when I had 9, I was like, well, where the hell is the last one? I'll look it up. Yeah, I wasn't going to kill him. And then I was like, yeah, I guess I'll just go kill him. Anyway. So, I had been up to, after doing this first top part, while I was up here, I was like, there's some flowers up here by some poison. I don't know if I did it on the stream last time. Anyway, I went up here and I cleared all the fucking bridge. Lowered the bridge and went over here, but I stopped right here. All right. This has a fast travel. This has a fast travel. And there's a couple other over here, but I just stopped here and was like, yeah, the bridge is lowered. The enemies are dead. So the thing is, while I was out there killing them, when I tried to loot and everything, it was all said stolen. Because originally I was kind of like sneaking around, right? Once I killed the gate guys and turrets. And I was like, no, I don't want to steal anything. So then I was like, well, if I'm going to kill everyone, is it going to hurt me just to steal the stuff? And I found a couple baseball cards in there. And anyway, so then I came back. Had spent a couple hours doing like over here and over here. And then I came back to the bridge. There's actually a little room underneath the bridge. So I was like, yeah, I'd leveled up to 6. And I needed lockpick or engineering 4 or whatever. So I went back over there and I opened up the room. There wasn't much in there. But as soon as I stowed like the second item, picked up the second item, I got the fucking kleptomaniac flaw. And I was like, oh, I don't want that. And so I reloaded from the autosave. And no matter what I did, as soon as I steal 2 items, I would get the klepto flaw. Because I was like, maybe maybe it's just a, you know, a random number. No. And I was like, well, this sucks because that means there's going to be times where I probably need to steal something. And I don't really want kleptomaniac. And I feel I'd gone up to that point where I hadn't really stowed anything. Maybe an item or two. Less than 5, I'm sure. All right. And I was like, I don't think there was that many items in this base. So if you steal like 50 items, it gives you kleptomaniac. I was like, that's some bullshit. All right. That does not sound right because they're aggressive. You kill them. I mean, it's their base or whatever. But you kill them. It says you're stealing everything. And I'm like, why is it stealing everything if everything is dead? That just sounds like bad fucking game design. So here came my problem. That was 3 hours and 40 minutes since my save because I never had evidently had saved since the end of the stream. And I made a decision. I was like, well, I already know what's around here. And I think I could probably do it. And especially if I'm not looting everything over here or killing the bridge guys, maybe I can figure out something else. And that's why you see this save is at the bridge because I was going to, I'd stopped there for the day. And I was like, maybe there's another way to do this stealthily. So what I found out was
Their influence must not fester.
so instead of coming in through the main thing, I had ran all the way around the corner. You could jump up to the green area. I came down, and if you double jump from right there, you can make it up to here, right?
His beneficent guidance. What kind of tomfoolery is this?
So then you're on the bridge here, and there's like, I don't know, like 13 guys in here. But what you can do, I think something's bugged because they should have reset by now.
To what ends do you endeavor?
You can't get in here because it's barred, right? But you can sneak in.
Forever vigilant.
So we're gonna try to load it again and see if we can run before we get seen here. I think I might, on the save, I might have already killed a couple guys. Yeah, so right down there, that ladder takes you under the bridge, and it tells you when you go down there that that you might be able to stealthily go through there. So I was like, I don't need to kill these guys out front, right? Maybe, especially since I'd already came in and killed the place. And also, there's no guys on the other side, so it doesn't even make much sense. So there's a couple guys over here that go around, right? It's like,
Danger. Stranger ahead.
if I come up here, there's a guy up here. And he will walk over that way, or I can distract grenade. And like I said, if I try to pick anything up, it's going to say stolen, so. So I found out it is possible to go in and not fight these guys. Right? I'm going to show you this. So if you jump in from the other side, you walk over, you open up that door. Sometimes there's the guys down there, but you can just look around, make sure they don't come. He's going to turn, I think, here in a second. Now it says we're trespassing and there's enemies everywhere, but you know, we don't currently have aggro, right? Plus, a lot of the guys are outside. There's another guy over there just like cleaning or something. I don't know if I've already came in here and killed the main guy, but I haven't lowered the bridge. Okay, seems weird because he should have moved by now. It's not that long of a wait. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe I saved after going in there.
Rules are addiction. What?
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Best reload.
Me and my team likes to go start fighting shit. Anyway, you can distract grenade him. I didn't do it this time because I didn't want to. But you can lower the bridge. You can see all these guys outside. There's a turret right there. There's another turret right over here. Anyway, there's a baseball card in there right there. But you can come out and just run back out and or if you get up through here stealthily, you can actually distract that guy, get the loot, use the death terminal, I think, or just kill him and close the door before they come in. Yeah, so that's what I think on my actual run. I distracted him and killed him after I closed the door.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
And grabbed the baseball card from there. I think the other one's in the armory. Yeah, so the armory is like right below it.
Sequencing attack strategies.
Quarry found. None shall hide from us.
So we don't have to do anything other than the cards, right? I was like, no, I'm not gonna say. He's burning. He's gonna die from the burn. What the fuck, dude? Get in here. What? I swear to the AI is so fucking stupid. Oh, my team died. Anyway, come on. Fucking, I wish there was commands to be like, no, come here, what the fuck are you doing? I can't get out of combat. I don't want to kill everything here because it'd take too long. I don't know if I still want their fight. So anyway, the armory's right here. We can open it with the bridge armory key. Well, I'm higher level now. I don't remember where you get the key. Anyway, there's another baseball card in there, so.
Minimizing exposure. Maintaining perfection.
So anyway, I lost my time. So I restarted, redid everything, and then when we get on the other save, I'll show you when I actually talk about all this other stuff. Well, while we're here, so I found out, because like I said, I've explored the map. This way, if you just run through here, you can ignore these raptors if you don't go through the intersection. There's no enemies here. You can like walk all the way up here, and then you're gonna get bunch of raptors here, but then you can come down. There's a little crash ship here, and I can see the crash ship from these high point. You just double jump, get to the ship, come over here. There's no enemies. You'll end up right in front of the Vox relay here. And you can come back through the bridge this way. I think there might be a lower bridge switch over there. And you don't need to go across the bridge. You don't need to fight them. So I ended up just, I think, killing that guy to get the card and going down to the armory or whatever. And maybe my other run has engineering 5. I can't remember. And also came over here exploring, and there is poison here and poison here. I was able to jump through and get some items here. I think there's something more there to do. It looked like an engineering check, but it was right in the middle of the poison, so I was like, eh, maybe not right now. I don't even know why we're still in. Okay, here we go. See if it actually goes away this time. Yeah, once you like are getting a flaw, you're gonna get it. Like even if you reload, you're gonna get the damn thing.
Remain vigilant. Through his beneficent guidance.
So if you read this, what happened was, so putting the story together from this and from Commander Torres, this area in front of the building was water, and they used a raft to come over and blow a hole in it, and so that's where I came in through the minefield. Okay.
Back to it.
Just to show you that you could kind of go in there if you took your time. I don't want this to be a 30 minutes of me talking here from this point on, so I'm going to talk a little faster. Alright, so I've realized lockboxes are not only for gadgets, but they give you named items. I've got one other item, I think.
Suck it, chew it, you can do it.
I've also redone my things here, so I got all my mods. I've got purple food, which we'll go over to that later. And my extra 2, I was using this one for a while, and then I've got a third one. Actually, on that very hard run today, I went melee and medicine. And there actually is a medicine perk that lets you use 2 of these at the same time. This purple stuff is because over here, I think it's the 3rd house. The whole house was loaded with like 40 purple food items. Like the whole place is like a shrine to fucking purple berry crunch. Alright, I've got at least one of every mask we've picked up pretty much. Anything that's duplicate I get rid of. One of every armor. I did get the armor that gives us camouflage. I haven't used it. One thing about the armors is this cannot be broken down. And I don't know if we wear our armor for the like different factions, if we can pretend we're part of the different factions. Just bonus weapons here. I did buy the Rattler, which is sold in the main town, because it turns your shells into shotgun shots. I haven't really used it yet. So right now I'm using the pistol we'd made. The Rattler will be for things when I need shotgun stuff, and then since I didn't need shotgun anymore, I've only got this because it uses shells for if we're running out of ammo, and then we're keeping this for the corrosive damage. It's good for heavy armor stuff. We also need a shock weapon. That's something I did learn, is shock is good for mechanicals. No change to the stuff. I did put extra holster on for the third slot. I just went through and sold a lot of food, like 800, because I just had so much. Here's my current inhaler. So the more damaged you are, the more it'll heal you. So you can get up almost your full health. Just a bunch of ingredients still. Oh, I can put that up. I don't know if I've been back to get those cards for sure. But to get health, toxicity, max health. We got this remote detonator one, I think is our next one. 3 of the keys. We got this native species, which I believe, like I said, is an item. I got a helmet thing for extra primer. Critical chance, max health. Another thing for Murder's Best Friend, which I know from looking up weapons today, that's a dagger. But I need keys to unlock that shit, so. So this is where all these 7, I was looking up where the ones on the map for the achievement. So yeah, I looked up a little bit of extra damage. But damage, health, toxicity, gadget, which doesn't really matter to us. A couple criticals. There's probably a few more, but I think you have to collect 100 of those for the achievement. So there's stuff everywhere. So we left off. Yeah, it said I got this in the village. This was from a somewhat dead or robot that got destroyed on the beach. This crumpled list. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to show you. This is one of the things I'm going to show you up here. This is how you can get the commander safe key, like right from the beginning. So the commander safe key is located behind the engine in the ship. And in my very hard run, I was able to do it before even going down to the prologue. So this is located right next to the safe. You read it. You go read the bottom. You go talk with Val. She will give you tell you where the key is. But like I said, once you know where the key is, you never need to talk to her again. So when I got the key first today on the other run, she didn't actually have the dialogue to talk to me. So I don't remember where I got that. Spore samples. I don't remember. Anyway, so I've got all the comics. Now, I did watch, like I said, I haven't looked up a lot of stuff, but I watched Mortismal's Gaming's review, and he said the achievement for this was busted, although his review's from a month ago. Basically, you can turn all 10 in, and we can now, so I'll be doing that here shortly. You need to do them when you have all 10 in the inventory, or the achievement doesn't work. Alright, so we are level 7 because we've grinded stuff so bad. The same perks or stuff we got. So I already showed you level 6 that we already take engineering, hack, and observation. So for here we took it was engineering, observation, and lockpick. And this one we took guns, hack, and lockpick again, because there are some lockpick 5 stuffs that I knew of. Yeah, perks the same. We've gone over inventory, we've gone over that. We've already went over their level 5 stuff, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so this is Inez's quest. We need to do that tonight. We do Nigel's quest. We can turn this one in right now. I'll talk about this in a minute. We can also turn that in now. There are a lot of logs and audio, but I don't really feel like you'll need to see that. So, okay, give me just a second. I know I'm not going to remember everything, but let's just go over it. Okay, so we got the key.
There's always time for Brickleberry.
Right, so the list, the notes right there. But again, you don't really need it. Also, I'm using you can only have 5 waypoints. We used the key, got that chest. I went over by the rifts. If you remember, there was a Dragoon machine robot you could activate if you had like engineering 4. So I did remember to go back over there and activate it. But since we'd already killed all the crabbies, it didn't do anything. It gave me like 10 XP or something, right? This time, since I already knew there was nothing down here really to fight, I went down to the village first. A couple girls you can talk to, just mostly loot. So there's this lady here. She gives you a quest. And it's to go find the flowers that grow next to the toxic fumes. I think you already knew that some of them were up by the minefield. So I went up and got that. I think the other ones were maybe over by the cave. No, that was for the Fair Christium or whatever. Anyway, she gave me oh, I know, it was the back here. There was another one back here you had to do, and that's why I ran all the way over here later. This whole beach area, like from here, like, well, this is crabs, this is raptors, this is crabs, the poison, more fucking crabs. This is well, this is empty, but this is all crabs. There's a raptor landing spot right here, a bunch of same as the fucking Ministry of Accuracy. All crabs. I was able to get over here and jump. There's like a little item that you can get from the building, but there's another group of poison and flowers over here. I think it was a different type of flowers. Anyway, I just double jumped around it. Anyway, this is also where I found the mech. But mostly, like, this area, there's like no enemies. Like, nothing to do. This area, other than the minefield, there's like 3 raptors here, and they're like a little place where people are trying to mountain climb. There's like 1 raptor there, and then there's a bunch here. But the rest of this, I mean, other than the beach areas, there's nothing to fight. Even up here, there's like not really anything to fight over here. This had 1 dragoon in it when I opened the door. Or, yeah, I think it was when I opened the door. And I found out shotgun pretty much killed them pretty good. But over here, there's this a raptor den that I cleared out. And then there's crabs everywhere. But the middle section, like, well, there's the humans I killed. Yeah, you basically fight humans, raptors, and crabs this whole fucking moon. Anyway, so we haven't been into training facility. Niles says when you go by the door that there's a dragoon in there, or multiple dragoons. This lady gave us quest. We turned in the first quest, and then she had us go pick up Fair Christium or whatever. One was from the cave. One was over here, like another cave area. But you had to come down and kill the crabs. And then went up here, and that's why I came down here. Plus, I wanted to see if you could get through here. And then once I got through there, I was like, well, I've already cleared pretty much everything over here for off stream. Why don't I just go ahead and, since I couldn't stream last night, just went ahead and did that one. Anyway, so yeah, we whatever that I have done that. This had one quest. There's really like only a person to talk to, and they mentioned they were just laying around because the desalinator had a bunch of crabs around it, and I had a dialogue option to say I'd already killed them. I think maybe they were talking about this. Actually, one of the baseball cards was up here. You can actually, something like there's scaffolding there after you do some other quest or clear some other area, and you need scaffolding to go up and get the baseball card. I was like, well, how would you know that unless you'd already done the quest before going over there? Anyway, there was quite a few baseball cards. Like there was one in the tavern. It was up on the wall, halfway hidden behind a poster. Anyway, so yeah, did that. We will talk to that person on stream. I will turn in these quests. This area I have not been to. In fact, I did not get this fast travel point until I had already walked around here, walked all the way around here, and was coming back around this little cliff. And then somehow I got close enough, because when you get up here, there's a radio transmission, and it says he's trapped here, but I haven't been over there yet. Same thing here, I cleared the area around, but I haven't actually been inside this building. So we'll be doing this and this. The town I haven't actually been into on stream. This guy, there is a quest to turn in to say his people died. So his troops were the ones that had died fighting the 3 raptors right here. Also, his machine, I went and talked on his machine, and there's a dialogue from the clinic guy, the doctor, saying about how he'd made this coagulant to heal his troops. And I was like, I did that. Anyway, moving on. Is there anything else? There's a scavenger, or like some kind of scavenger or something here at NBC I haven't talked to yet because I didn't want to do it off stream. Over here I killed all the crabs, broke all their seeds. I didn't know if that mattered, and I did. And this is where I thought I had to save. So this is where Niles' thing is, but right behind there is a area with a dragoon and wasp. And I snuck through it. There was only a couple items, but there's an item like water purifier back here, and you get the option to, when you examine it, it says, do you want to like basically unpurify the water, like detach something? And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that because I don't know what's going on with that. And there's also, you could come back through here and get inside the building, and I came in and there's in the first room, and I was like, yeah, I'm not opening the second door because I don't know what's going on. And it looks like you could probably double jump to all these areas out here, and that's why it's lit up. Like clearly there's something out here and there's something right here, and I'm like, I think you could get to some of that stuff. You just save it before you ran out there. But it looks like also once you kind of start, you might be kind of stuck on like going from here to here to here to here to here, back around over to here. Kind of like once you go out there, you're not easily coming back. Anyway, so we haven't been to Westport yet. So the bridge is not actually done. I think I got in to get the baseball cards and left. Only killed a few people. Came around this way. There is a cave here. Not a cave, an opening. So there's a guy you talk to here, and basically was dealing with hanging the corpses or whatever of the enemy. We talked to him, but I didn't pressure him for anything. He's not hostile, but it most definitely says restricted tape right before you go in, with dragoons and people in there. But if you come around, there's like a little walkway here that goes up, and then you find a little hatch going down into the building, but I didn't do it. And if you follow it back around, it takes you all the way back out to like here. Also, when I'm walking through there, like I said, there's not really any enemies, but there is some really badass heavy armored guys talking to a deserter. And I decided, well, I'm not going to talk to the NPC and see what's going on till later. Came down here, there's a little elevator, and then I came down. Like I said, I haven't been in this building yet. You actually have to travel to get into it. But I did come over here, and like I said, there was like it looked like an engineering thing, but you could jump over to this area and take minimal poison damage. But to get to this stuff over here, you are going to take poison fucking damage and die probably. So I don't know how to get into that. I already talked to you about this stuff. There's a couple NPCs up here, kind of a-hoes. Like this lady, she's like, I just rafted over, and do you have my papers? Like, no, couldn't really do anything. There's another guy here that's he was very, I'm here and I'm not leaving until I get relieved officially. Very work dedicated. Okay, so here is a little cave, and right above it is a girl, or Jake, maybe it's a guy named Jake. They said they're looking for their companion, or compatriot, and I was like, so Biggs or whatever, Briggs, whatever. And I'm pretty sure that's the name of the guy here, the deserter, so I think we need to save him to finish that. And remember I said there's the front way in, there's a little hatch here. When you go in the Raptidon Den and clear it out, at the very end is a sewer entrance to take you inside the Vox Relay. I could not, by the way, I have not found any way to get into this part. So, now I've talked for what? 20 extra minutes. We have a lot of stuff to do to get advanced. So I don't need to tell you about, I don't think we have anything left to do here. Let's take and get rid of that. I just wanted to tell you, like, oh, also I know there's this lady. Let's mark this one. We need to talk to her. This we already have a quest for. So yeah, I already told you about I turned in the quest, and on his computer he had some other stuff about he doesn't agree with his supervisor. Yeah. This one we've already done. I told you about the quest. We'll leave that for that guy. This one is connected with her. There's the guys up here. I don't think I need to talk to them. I'm just seeing if there's anything else I need to mark for a waypoint. I think that area is done. I think all of this is basically done. There is like a mechanical thing up here on the cliffs, and I came over here, and it took me like 10 minutes to figure out how to get up to it, and I realized it was just a raptor pod turned sideways, and there was nothing in it, and I was like, God damn it. I was like, if I had looked at it at a better angle, I could have realized that. Yeah, let's mark this, because we do need to go back down there. And we probably should drop the bridge for some XP. I know, like, you cap out on XP, especially if you're doing everything. So I don't know, like, at some point when we hit the other moons, if we just don't kill and do all this stuff. Well, between companions and inventory, well, I didn't talk for 40 minutes. Part like 10, at least 10 minutes of that was us sitting over. Yeah, like 10 or 15 minutes was sitting over at the other area. Let's turn in these first few quests. Down through here, there's a audio for some hotshot guy bragging up by the mountain climbing rope, and then like a couple more down, a couple more down through this area. I don't know what happens to him yet.
My favorite new scout! Did you find the ferrochromium deposits? All of them? Oh, once I'm free to roam again, I am going to make a heap on these. Going to have finder's rights and royalties on half the island. Thanks heaps for your help, friend. I hope those resources you found help you turn a big profit. And here's a bonus for you. Well, that's plenty for me to run claim paperwork on for now. Just by way of a heads up, our scouts never made it to the North Island. There could be more there. You seem surprised. No, it wasn't the highest priority, and not worth the risk of a foray to the North Island.
She clearly has...
Ferrochromium and heartless Lephoria are relatively rare and valuable, but aren't new. We first set lamps on them elsewhere in Arcadia. Not to worry, though, friend. There's lots of other much more rare resources out there that might even be unique to a single moon. Get out there and get surveying.
She clearly, when you talk to her, has the, like, Minnesota type, like Fargo type accent. Alright, let's see if this achievement's fixed. He said there was some other bugs too with achievements, so I don't know. I'm not that worried about them.
Greetings. Something new to report? Oh, allow me. They all look to be no less worse for wear. Splendid. Much obliged. For completing the set, I present to you the rarest rarities available to me. I must say, this exchange of goods and services has been quite satisfying. How novel. Take good care, outsider.
I was not that far into level 7, so... You know, we just got like 1,000, 1,500? Something like that. Oh, that sounds pretty good for the melee build I was working on. Is that better than what I got, though? More combat sprint speed. Damage resistance, 10%, or avoid a hit every 15 seconds. But this also gives you the 30% damage resistance at the beginning of combat, so yeah. Now, First Lady, is there ship bugs? She gave us a defensive plates or whatever. I'm not seeing defensive plates fucking thing. Oh, she gave us a recipe, okay. Did I not see something called defensive plates?
Can't get that anywhere. Need something, Commander? Sure.
Oh, I already have plenty of those, that's why. Alright, so those two quests are done. I did find out there is a way, because when I was looking up weapons today for the very hard run, you do get an item later to get rid of rifts, or access rifts, but that doesn't help us right now. Okay, so... we don't need to go to Vox Relay, so we can pretty much ignore this. Yeah, pretty much everything here is done but lowering the bridge. And, oh, well, we can go deal with this NPC. I was looking to see what miscellaneous quests we could knock out. So yeah, this, that's where I came up. You can talk to that guy.
His responsibilities and obligations shall be honorably accepted by Sentry. Analyzing curious.
Yeah, I remember like completely pretty much running out of the guys down to like 40 shots. So I was working on other ammos. Alright, so I think we're gonna have to take these guys out. And we're probably gonna want this for it.
Prisoner 34989-393A. There is no place for you in the paradigm.
Ready to waste them. On your command. The eyes of the Lurkers.
Vitals have fallen short of acceptable parameters.
I like this weapon.
Oh, thank the stars. I was sure that was the end of me. Thank you for saving me. I wish I could return your kindness in some capacity, but I left everything Though you're most welcome to my old Protectorate equipment on that ledge. I won't require any of it from here on out. That part of my life is behind me for good, it seems. The commander of the base to the east, Brigadier Montelli, has gone mad. He's executing loyal subjects as traitors on a whim, without even a mention of refreshment. He claims his actions are in the name of the Sovereign, but nothing he does is in alignment with the paradigm. He's obviously ill and needs to be removed. My partner and I are loyal subjects of the Protectorate, but we were forced to flee after pointing out the obvious. Is everyone so oblivious that they can't see what is going on? I was to meet my partner in a cave to the northwest of here. We were going to hide until the current Montelli crisis has been resolved. I fled Montelli, but I'm still loyal. Once I stop shaking, I'll continue on my way. Thank you again, stranger. I owe you my life.
Oh, I didn't get to tell him that we've already met the person.
Stranger. Once I've stopped shaking, I'll head northwest to meet my partner.
Now, what's weird is I wanted to do that early because I was afraid I was going to lose that. I was over here looting this, and then it just happened to be coming around this way, all the way over there, back over to the other side of the bridge here. And I just happened when I was coming back to scout, like the road here, and saw them, and I was like, whoa, 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 I just ran right past these guys. Alright, he said his pack was on the ledge. Oh, here. Oh, we did need something with shock, and it's a pistol, so that's actually fucking great. Because that will be good for mechanicals. So, let's keep in this because we made all those shock rounds, although I've used up like half of them now. But oh, I did also find out that machine pistols, revolvers, and oh, the biomass fucking pistols are all count as pistols. I just wanted to double check. Alright, so this for mechanicals does good damage. This for burst, and this more for long range. Or burning. Burning's good for creatures. This is good, should be good for heavier armor. Okay, we'll keep this if we need shock rod if we're running low on damage. Oh, these both use short rounds, so I'll need to start buying short rounds. Yeah, I don't think we need the shotgun anymore. Oh, I mean, we just keep it for shells. At some point, we should have enough money to start yeah, this is that power thing I was telling you about. There's a path that crosses, I think, here, but this is where we're actually wanting to go. Well, he beat us over here. Wasn't that weird?
Jake's informed me that you also saved him earlier. So it appears we both owe you a debt now. Thank you for everything. It's not much.
Just money? Okay. Alright. Like I said, there's a couple NPCs here. I don't think there's anything we can do there. We've already done the Raptidon Den until we're ready to do the Vox Relay entrance, which I'll have to decide which way to go. I don't think there's anything else to do over here or here. We're not going to do this right now. But these are the only two things we got going on in this area. Vox Relay. We don't need this anymore now. Let's go to the bridge. I think we get XP for lowering the bridge, and we don't need to fight all the guys on the other side. Could I go over there and fight them for XP? Yeah, but like I said, at some point we need to start thinking about... Speaking of, I stopped making, other than selling my food finally, you know, 23 hours in, I stopped making healer charges a long time ago. I tried to do this one, I looked at the, you get like a dumb choice and another choice. I took the other choice, but then I couldn't do it. I know these are duplicates. Yeah, as you can see, I can do this like 28 times. I just didn't need to make it anymore. Why is it saying I got a new one? I already went through the new one. Alright, whatever. Interesting mechanic. I wanted to see it up close. So yeah, we could go up and kill those guys for XP, and if I do decide to do that, I'll just do it on my time. But we can, while we can loot them, we just can't loot the bad stuff. So that's the door we were at earlier in the upstairs area. So, but yeah, there's like 4 or 5 guys up here, and then 2 sentries. Okay, so we didn't actually get any XP for that. Not from this side. So we're not doing the relay to the end, so this is the only thing we really need to worry about, which we aren't doing until we do some of these quests. Let's see, I think we're pretty good on all this stuff down here. I'm not worried about getting those, like I know there was one at the Scientist and a couple in town about stealing stuff for the recipes or whatever. I need to use the restroom and take a break. Oh, let's go do his thing. I also need to get Inez quests going. And we'll do a few more things in town. I'm not going to be on. I don't know. I might pull an all-nighter, probably. I haven't actually been up through here yet, so I don't know what's up there. So yeah, up through there was the raptor stuff, and I actually climbed all the way up there. It's pretty fun. You get a nice viewpoint. This side of the base is all, our city is destroyed. This is the purple room. As you can see, there's purple stuff everywhere. And this does include all the stuff we picked up. I'm not kidding when there was, I said I picked up a lot of purple stuff. Anyway. So right here, you can get over there. And I was like, I don't know if that's enough room to jump over there, but I'm not feeling like finding out at this moment. What was the other thing I said I would do on my time? Oh, clear out the bridge. So this is a cool little area, but you have to sneak through here. But then there's tape right there, and there's the water purifier or whatever. So other than a workbench, there was only like maybe 2 items here to pick up, and then you can go across that catwalk over there, or just walk through here. And like I said, that takes you to the back of the building where there's scaffolding, and you can get into the building that way. I guess maybe if those people don't like you. Alright, so this is new to me. This is Niles' quest. Let's read it real quick.
Niles. Howdy, Zeb. You look... well...
I don't get it, like he doesn't care that I'm just picking up his fucking shit. Or other people freak the fuck out over one item. Is he gonna notice? You'd think he would notice this and be pissed off. If I wouldn't have sold all my stuff, maybe I could have gave him some prestige brandy.
Do you always put your hands on other people's things?
Yeah, there we go. That's what I was expecting.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Zeb, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting...
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart. That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the... If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're...
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure...
Good thing we know a doctor then.
I'll answer what I can. If you must know, it was my sister. A neighbor reported her. The woman who returned was nigh unrecognizable. The injustice of it rattled me. And once I began to look into what had happened, the more discomfort I felt. Then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Made Arcadia feel so... small, claustrophobic, repressive. And my smoldering resentments became a full conflagration. Stop there. I know what you would ask, but I've done my best to put that unpleasant experience behind. The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here. I feel kindly toward them. Of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace, which has been to my benefit. I do believe that one day, the truth of the Protector's iniquity will be too obvious to ignore. But for now, not even a crowbar could pry open all those shut eyes.
So this checking the stream, he said, of course, Hogwarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of my mind if you've explored the nearby settlement. So, if you have explored it. So would his dialogue change if I had explored that? Okay, I just want to say earlier that, remember that he... Yeah, it looks like you can jump from here to here to here to here. Alright, let's see where we're supposed to be. When he was talking about, when I was first telling you the story, he tells you that he kind of screwed the dude over. I don't remember exactly what he said, but basically he was supposed to help him. Okay.
Figured this ship would have departed by now.
You know how Sentinels are. They take their time with traitors and instigators.
Alert. Hostile.
Let me know when you need any.
Bet you could do that. I was like, I'm gonna try that out. This is why this is here. I've already been over here. I just didn't have the quest, so. Took me forever to figure out how to jump up there. Well, this ship wasn't here then. Yeah, I was finally able to jump up there. I just blew the arm off. This gun's kind of fun. I wish I would have got it earlier. Yeah, so to get up to the top here, I had to get up to this part, do a super leap over here, which took many, many tries. And then I got to the top and there was nothing there. Because I couldn't do it from these things. I had to get up on that. Oh, that's their head. Oh, this was open right here. What the hell? Oh, wait. Yeah, that's the elevator I came up. And then... that's the ship I jumped over, and the Raptors. That's where we just were. It was over in Westport. And there's nothing down there. Crabbies and shit. Well, this explains why this is here now.
Thought we were done for now. You again. I heard...
We're not Protectorate. We're your ticket out of this hotbox. Esculepe sent us.
Esculepe? Zeb sent you? Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? Count on Zeb to go as far as raising the dead to help. But it's too late. I gather you haven't noticed the body.
Oh, the others don't look like they suffered easy deaths.
Montelli, damn him! He executed March and Pharaoh outright, ranting about traitors. Then the Consul Sentinel arrived to conduct a preliminary she tortured us for information. The others didn't survive her enthusiasm for the work. I'm only here because the Consul wants someone brought back to him, alive. Lucky me. Thanks. Can't take all the credit, though. The Sentinel seemed spent by the time she got to me. Wore herself out. Quick, though. Before I forget or we're interrupted, I memorized the cipher. It's 02519W. Should help Zeb decode the intelligence we sent him a whole lot. Kind of you to offer, but...
If you're too hurt to walk, I'm sure the commander and I could...
No, it's not that. I need the Sentinel to take me onto that transport. I want her to think she's won. And then, just as we leave orbit, I'm going to blow her pretty ship to pieces. I'm no martyr. If there was another way to protect Zebulon and our cell, I'd take it. But if I escape, I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. When I was being tortured, I saw some frayed wires near the fuel system. With the right spark, I think I can ignite it.
You know your stuff, Commander. I was just about to point out this...
What are you...
Not blowing yourself up?
You know how relentless the Protectorate is. But if I die, that's the end of it. The Consul will turn his attention elsewhere, and our cause can continue. And please, if you can help me sabotage the transport, then help me. We don't have much...
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance. What do you think, Commander?
One thing I don't like is this showing you, like, if you had this, like, I kind of feel like it'd be better if when you actually played a speech character, if you're playing multiple runs, that you would be surprised that there was a dialogue here as opposed to, oh, I remember that when I went through, there was speech checks every fourth dialogue. Or there was a lot of speech checks, so I'll just run a speech build next time.
Yes, Commander. Stay put. Shouldn't take me too long.
XP 20. Too bad it's crap XP.
Done. Won't go into the particulars, but you can trust that ship will...
Excellent work. I'd say I won't forget how you've helped me, but, well, you know. Tell Zeb what happened, won't you? The bravest thing I ever did.
Good luck.
Likewise.
What if we just kill her here? What would happen? Kind of curious. No, like I'm really curious. What would? Anyway, I'm not too upset about losing that like 3 hours of the klepto, because it probably only took me like an hour and a half to get back to where I was. And I found some things I didn't find the first time, and I decided that I didn't want to go through and really steal stuff, because I didn't really ever want to do that to begin with.
We need to talk about what just happened. Now, Commander.
She got all that. Why did she give us the money?
Zebulon didn't exactly mince words. Bad enough we were too late to save the others, but you just ventilated Audra in that pen like a cysty pig. Accidents when you jam a finger. Not at this rate, it's gonna take a miracle to upend Zebulon's poor opinion of me. You wanna be my friend? When Val cracked you out of that pod, I thought things would go back to the way they were. Now I'm wondering.
Alright, so nothing really. Other than him getting mad, maybe the other guy down maybe you fail his quest. But yeah, I just was like, did they leave the option? Is this like Baldur's Gate 3 where they left the option you could just kill the person? Seek assistance if by seeking help. I guess we just travel back. Okay.
Ray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
You've returned, but hold a moment. What the blazes was that? What of my team? That wasn't the vessel sent for them, was it? Tell me they were not on board. And you didn't think to dissuade her? Damn it, Niles! Our cause isn't served by more corpses. You're right. I apologize. Audra was never one for half measures. I know all too well how stubborn she can be. Still, was she at least able to give you the cipher before the end? I wish the success of this venture had not come at such a terrible cost. Perhaps I was mistaken about your commitment to making amends, Niles. Thank you for being true.
Can't fault you for having doubts. But I have changed. I am changing.
I hope you'll both forgive me my earlier disposition. I'm not normally so surly. Customers? Oh, you mean patrons. And they spit? How unhygienic. I haven't much to reward you with, but take this. It's something I had started on for Niles long ago. Hopefully it fits.
Wow,
this information came at a steep price, but I'll put it to good use. Expect to hear from me should our cause require further assistance from the Earth Directorate's best.
Yeah, moving through level 7 here pretty quick. Workbench. Workbench. I'm gonna take a break anyway, so let's just hit the ship. Now, I could have came over here and done that much earlier to get his companion skill stuff. I think so. Yeah, now we can do his upgrades. I like giving shock because shock is like an AoE ability when they get shocked. Alright, let's give him shock since we already do plasma. And she does ice. Now, her frost is helps slow enemies down for bosses, I think, so. Didn't mean to do that.
Anti-Fizzle's Purple Berry Bunch.
Oh, we didn't have that one yet. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. This. Oh wait, yeah, I need revolver stuff for these. As you can see, I have plenty of inhalers. I've got plenty of grenades. Well, explosive. Alright. I'm going to take a nice AFK, grab a drink, use the restroom.
Anti-Fizzo's Purple Berry Munch. When you don't have time for Purple Berry lunch, there's always Purple Berry Munch. Anti-Fizzo's Crabble Juice. It's the Crabble you can drink. Anti-Fizzo's citrus-related beverage. Try to taste the lemon. Anti-Cleo and Pal's Bubblegum Slims. Now with chewable filter tip. Anti-Cleo and Pal's Candy Tobacco. Also available in 2 other flavors. Popcorn or sizzling cinnamon. Auntie's Choice Cha. Recommended by 10 out of 10 medical professionals. Anti-Fizzo's Spectrum Leavings. Your favorite non-alcoholic vodka condensate. Anti-Fizzo's Purple Berry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here. Auntie's Choice Rehydrated Water. Auntie's Choice Dehydrated Water. Just add air. Now available in carbonated. Anti-Cleo and Pal's Brandy. Now with child-proven easy open cap. Anti-Fizzo's Num Rum. Taste more and feel less with Num Rum. Auntie's Choice Zero G Whiskey. This'll get you into orbit. Anti-Fizzo's Purple Berry Tequila. Ride the purple worm. Anti-Fizzo's Spectrum Vodka. You asked for new flavors of vodka, and we heard you. Now available in brown. Anti-Fizzo's Purple Berry Liqueur. Now you can taste purple berry in any drink. Zero G Brew. An ale that's good for what ails you. Use only Auntie's authentic biomass goo. Except no goo substitutes. Try Auntie's Choice Liftoff, the laxative with 3 kinds of fiber. Soluble, insoluble, and inconsolable. Auntie's Choice Sweet Dreams. Finally, an edible sedative that tastes good too. Auntie's Choice Antibiotics cures most infections overnight and smooths away stubborn wrinkles. Auntie's Choice Immunosuppressant. Multi-spectrum antibiotics in convenient injection packaging. Auntie Cleo and Pal's Crabwich. Tender, buttery, boneless. It's the sandwich you want to eat. Auntie's Choice Meaty Roll-Up. 100% of your daily fiber needs. If packaging is also consumed. Auntie Cleo and Pal's Forced Rockets. A deep-fried, dough-wrapped forced sausage on a stick. Launch one into lunch today. Auntie's Choice Sprat Crisps. We took the flavor you love and made it crispy. Auntie Cleo and Pal's Forced Worst. It's not the worst unless it's forced worst. Auntie Cleo and Pal's deep-fried Sifty Bits. Bet you can't eat just one. Auntie Fizzo's Purple Berry Bunch. Suck it, chew it, you can do it. Auntie Fizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. The K means it's authentic. Now with 110% of your daily chemicals and preservatives. Auntie Fizzo's Purple Berry Lunch. There's always time for Purple Berry Lunch. Auntie Fizzo's Purple Berry Munch. When you don't have time for Purple Berry Lunch, there's always Purple Berry Munch. Auntie Fizzo's Crabble Juice. It's the Crabble you can drink. Auntie Fizzo's citrus-related beverage. Try to taste the lemon. Auntie Cleo Pal's Bubblegum Slims. Now with chewable filter tips.
I am going to go to Battle of XP, so we'll actually hit level 8 and get another perk. So we'll have to put points in our lowest skills. I could seriously put a point into our medical for that one perk, but if I do that, I'd have to do it after I did all the other ones up to like max level. Because if we add one now, we'll have to put a point at every level till 30. Well, not every level, but I'll have to split the points up. Also, evidently, science is really good. So is speech. Guns, of course. Yeah, this one I noticed it gives more critical chance when you more corrosion. But there's, I think, another one of this does more damage. This gives more movement speed and evasion chance. Yeah, that's why I'm taking it on the other one, but you have to take Farm Enthusiast. Alright, well, I can't remember. I don't think it was that one. You don't mind it? No. Might have been something else to take. Alright. Is there anything to do down here? No, no, no. I'm not doing this tonight. I said I would do that on my own time. I said I would clear the bridge on my own time. Nothing here. I don't think we have anything else to do here. Oh, we'll go do the chapel one. Well, we're not doing her. Well, let's go. Yeah, let's go update this stuff. We need to talk to Inez as well. Not doing this right now. Not doing this right now. No, no. What was the other thing I said? Well, we could go talk to that guy before he disappears. Yeah, I know I'm kind of avoiding main town here, but I'll get to it soon.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Ship's over! I have a life outside this place, you know.
A life? Outside our lab? No! Audacious advances requires commitment. Absolute commitment!
Did I never walk through right here to get this?
These anti-soldiers seem twitchy to you? Might want to sneak our way in.
Ready to waste it. On your command.
Is he going to activate everyone though? Oh, is he going to see the body? It's not what I came over here for, so. I have no idea if I'm using that right. I have yet to get that thing to work. Oh, is that just like charging it up? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Oh. Now you have to, okay, it is a charging mechanic. I mean, I've only used it like 2 times before this best run.
There must be at least a few usable parts in here. Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else. Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris? Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly depleted. I need to find some parts to convert some of our auto mechanicals. Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bombs sure take their toll, don't they? Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. Used to be a sight to behold, but the war... True enough. A few years ago, I couldn't have imagined us running short of anything. And now here I am, digging through scrap for parts. But I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hunt, you understand? Unless I missed my guess, this looks like it was transporting damaged and malfunctioning automechs from the Vox station to the Automech Repair Center to the south. The center is... Say, you don't work for Antes, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're digging for intelligence. Fair enough. As I was saying, the Automech Repair Center is south of here. Regrettably, subjects of Westport no longer have access to the repair center, hence my need to scavenge. Yes and no. The bomb certainly took a fierce toll, but I suspect these were all in various states of disrepair even before, which has made sorting out where to begin my efforts here rather difficult. There should be a manifest somewhere, but it's nowhere to be found. Nor are the troopers who should have been escorting this. Where are their bodies? The only species in these parts that would pose such a threat to an armed escort, but the guard at Westport has always made a point of culling them with automechs so they don't get out of hand. Well, yes, the one and the same. Ah, I see your point there. Not so easy to cull Crabbles without operational automechs. Likewise.
Alright, I looted some of this stuff. Okay, so that's done. Alright, so I'm trying to remember. There's nothing else up here we need to do right now, and there's nothing on this third that needs to be done. I said I'd do this and this on my own time. See if I can figure out how to do this. Kill the bridge stuff on my own time. What else was the thing I said I would do? Jumping. Oh, was it jumping this stuff? But the only thing we got left to do is the town, which we're going to head to right now. Nothing else to do up here except these two things. Oh, well, yeah, let's go talk over here. A little bit tired, my brain's not wanting to think here. Well, I did say I would do these two places. Probably do all this stuff on my own. All the miscellaneous quest locations. Alright, come on, Marine. Focus. Save Vox for stream. Do these two on my own. Do these two on my own. Do these two on my own. Plus the bridge. So it's really just stuff that's already... how many waypoints I got? Have I got 2 placed right now? The Sky Cutter. Facility is 2. Yeah, because I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The bridge is 7. Sorry, my brain's not working. I just feel like I'm forgetting something. No, I said it like an hour ago too. Nothing here to do. Oh, what was I doing before this? I talked about the bridge at the beginning. Then we did that quest for that guy. We did this thing. Talked to that NPC. We just talked to that NPC. Yeah, before this, before my break, we had done this. I don't think we talked about either one of these two or this. Anyway, whatever. So this, like I said, has something to do with the main quest line.
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan.
She looks like one of the other NPCs we saw.
What? How did you... Yes. I did know her. Why are you asking? Who are you?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying.
Yeah. Imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
So now we got his upgrade. We can actually not have to look at his burn anymore, or what?
And how are you going to do that?
That ain't something you ought to be concerning yourself about.
If you think I'm going to help you do what I think you're talking about...
I may be deluded, but you're lucky you ain't dead. Seeing how she seems partial to using her friends as victims.
Does she? It occurs to me that you have provided no proof of what you're accusing her of.
Why don't you take a long look at me? This is all because she betrayed us. Her team, her friends, even the one whose life she saved in Triangular.
By the architect. You're Niles, aren't you? She mentioned you a few times, but refused to elaborate. All I knew was that she was fond of you, and that you were...
She was fond of me? Then why? Why would she try to kill me?
I can't say, but it may be one of the things she anguished over. An anguish I fear finally overwhelmed her, and could likely be what's driven her to her present course of action. I wish I knew. It's nothing good, I can tell you that. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me.
You know, maybe I should have talked to her after getting the journal.
No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. Then they had to answer the accusations the Order leveled at them. We became friends when she... well, she saved me. I'd said something without thinking. Must have been distracted. We all know to watch every last word we say. For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter. And she convinced him he didn't hear what he actually did. No one does that. Void, I didn't think anyone could. We all were, originally, before the schism. But she never gave it up. Even when it became illegal to even mention their name. Which was surprising with how angry she seemed to be getting with them, even as she was deep into scheming with Victor and the others. She even continued to sign her messages, "See you in the equation." It's all so confusing. What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much. At least to me. She may have spoken to Victor about it.
She ain't the only one.
It's difficult to explain. She spoke about things in unfamiliar ways. I felt her words to be freeing, at first. But slowly, I began to feel unmoored, doubting everything I ever knew. She said learning the truth of things was worth it. But now I question whether her truth was just more of her penchant to sow chaos, no matter who may be caught in her scheme. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all. Others, I can't help but miss her.
Know a little something about that, too.
I did try to, after the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow even tried to recruit me. Yes, and I am ashamed to admit it. Though if she hadn't wanted me to, she wouldn't have told me the code. Same one she used for everything. 15-778.
That is Agent DeVries's identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty. I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her. That's all I...
I didn't find no journal in here, so... Maybe it's another old place. Get out of my way, what the fuck's wrong with y'all people?
Purple berry crunch, except no imitations. The K lets you know it's on.
Ever wonder if our assignment here will never end? Like our employment contract. Just
I'd say welcome back, but if you're here for the dock, hope you ain't in any kind of hurry. Wait's still on the... Much obliged.
Okay, so we didn't get anything for that. I saw that when I was looking up other stuff. I figured I'd give it a try, but yeah, good. We didn't get any XP for it, so I don't feel bad about doing it.
When I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come back here and buy this.
Still no bounties, okay.
Our target audience here is people who want to forget their worries, and sometimes their names.
One of my copious... Time for another performance review already. Apologies, I'm still applying the required elbow grease to scour these surfaces, just like a novice facility sanitizer should. Many thanks for the validation. I don't suppose you can... This meritocratic society is still so foreign. The workplace skullduggery, the prioritizing of self over community, the excessively colorful nutrition. I fear I'm not cut out for this canid, eat canid lifestyle. Seems the only way to flourish is through general underhandedness. Never picked up those skills in my 50 years as Fairfield's drone operator. Pity they didn't keep me on there. I was quite skilled at it. Well, you're right. I wanted change. Whole reason I left the Protectorate and...
Acquired item missing. I guess that's not stealing because it was in the trash.
Welcome to the name-pending saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli. What'll it be, stranger? That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. Trying to find a name that would convince patrons to spend their hard-earned bits here. Like to hear a few contenders? At present, my top favorites are 1. The Drunken Haggler, 2. Accessories, 3. Absinthe-minded, 4. The Fair Shake. Now tell me, which would make you spend your hard-earned bits here? Well, that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan. Why, sure. What? Between the Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Antes employees. Any particular topic you have in mind?
Although I don't want that flaw where you are timed on to make choices.
Tell you one thing you can't avoid, the bridge. No other way around it, and at present, it's held by Protectorate forces. We have a small contingent of troops bivouacked nearby. Forward operating base, they call it. Oh, Minister Milverstreet's blessed with the gift of gab. Swear he could sell bypass shunts to a Raptidon. Ain't one of them falsely magniloquent types, though. Sincere fella. Shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. 2 traits Auntie's Choice highly prizes in a commander of corporate forces. To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot, whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption. Basically, to avoid it at all cost. They have a brigadier up there by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a danger to his own troops as ours. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions. My pleasure. Got anything for me in return? Apologies, but tall tales and poorly formed fabrications failed to impress me much. Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned... Pick your poison, and I am mostly not being literal there.
He gave me the option to steal it, so I was like, yeah, sure. We already have tracing unit on a designated triple barrel shotgun. It's a lot of money though. There was someone else that had like 3,000 credits that we didn't steal. Yeah, we already got 18. Shit. I just wanted to look at it, not steal it. God damn it. Hopefully don't have to go more than 5 minutes back. Didn't want to do all that dialogue with that chick again. I'm gonna assume we've already talked to her. No, I won't show it. We have to look at her image. $18 tracing unit. What does it say designator? that's right. We already did this one. I still haven't decided what we're doing with her yet, so.
Am I going to need to find a truck? You certainly can't have mine. What kind of skills do you have?
Okay.
I'm just a cog in the system, and
Yeah, pretty sure we got the... That's not stealing, though. Pretty sure we got the code in here from somewhere. Oh, that's what the red light, green light was for, is for the seller.
Heavens, Auntie, you scared the living daylight. Shouldn't sneak up on a man like that. Good way to earn a bullet betwixt the eyes, you know? You might guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Just mistook you for another unfleshed... Sure as I am, there's a fine tale to be told there. It all started the other night. Saw a personage leaving the greenhouse late. Figured it for Emily, but when I asked her about it, she didn't know what I was talking about. Happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but lost him hereabouts. I turned a corner and they'd up and vanished. Or maybe this entity only had the strength to manifest but briefly on this mortal coral. Communication would have proven too difficult for a being of pure information. Strangest part is that foodstuffs have also been disappearing from the greenhouse since we took Fairfield. You think it's all connected? I've knocked on doors, peeped a few windows, respectfully, mind you. And I ain't spied anything more exciting than a chair. But then, a being of pure information probably wouldn't linger on this plane any longer than necessary. Too tiresome, would be my guess. That sort of name-calling is unwelcome and uncalled for. If you don't want to help, then be on your way. No one nailing your feet to the ground. I certainly won't say no to having a fresh set of lamps on the scene. Just be careful. Hate to see you disappeared like that foodstuffs.
Okay, if I remember right, on the barrels, you can only turn it to plasma and, was it corrosive? I can really keep this way. I got it. I would like to get an add-on to the revolver. Okay, that's nothing here. Be nice if there was like a fitting thing. You could see what something was going to happen. So that's barrel, that's optic, so yeah, add-on would be a clip. Increase magazine capacity and reload speed and adds penetration. That sounds pretty good. We should do that. That's where ours does like a shotgun shell spread. And we have a high chance to do weak spots too. Probably don't need soft targets if there's shotgun shells. I'm not worried about reload speed. And we're getting a bunch of things to increase. Yeah, let's try this one. Let's look, see if there's anything else first. And then we need to look at pistol barrels, which is plasma. Oh, you could. I found out the explosives because I was trying to think about doing explosives build. This stuff that does explosive rounds actually is boosted by explosives. So the explosive round part, not the actual initial damage, I think. And I guess, did we buy the other? Oh, there's that one. Silences shots. Plasma. I thought there was another one. Is it because we bought it? No, I thought there was one that was like corrosion or something. Yeah, we get guns, not explosives, so I think we're better off with the other one.
Welcome, welcome. How can I improve your day? The ant? I'm... Welcome. See anything you like?
There's another one down at the archery, not archery range, but the military place. Yeah, I swear there was another one of these. I don't know if I want to put anything on this. Oh, this is for the mechs. Yeah, we'll keep what we got. So the only thing we're showing here is plasma. Let's see if I have something here. No modifications available. I mean, they're on the ship, so I'd have to pull them on the ship bank, I think. Yeah, so this is plasma. Okay, I swear there was another one. Okay, weird. I don't have a specific order of things here I'm trying to do in town. I'm just trying to get things done. I needed to talk to those people that were the NPCs stuff in case they left. The other stuff may be down at the armory check, so I did do a dialogue with her and I wasn't happy with it, so I left.
What's all this talk I'm always hearing about middle and lower management?
Take the pressure off with anti-fizzles.
Alright, so that one's done. So we got the 2 edge houses. We just did that one. 2 edge houses in the basement here. Okay, so we have this is connected to this. So that's 2 houses. I think we don't have anything else to do here because we're not stealing that stuff. I don't remember where the 3,000 credits were we could steal. And I'm not going back to my first like 3 streams to figure it out. Plus I'm not trying to steal stuff anyway. But so yeah, 1, 2. This basement's 3. Check out this is 4. Check out this is 5. We gotta do this is 6. This over here is 7. This is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We just did that house. We've done this, and the fountain doesn't have anything. So yeah, 8 things to do here. There's nothing to do back here. All right. So I did do this once. It was an observation check, and I think I already got the XP for that. I think it was already open. It just wasn't officially open from the inside. I'm pretty sure I already had that one done.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples. I forget. You invaders are not raised on the same diet of knowledge as we in the Protectorate. How small your uneducated mind must be. Trapped in worthless supers. Your emotional well-being is the least... Of course, I know why you're really here. You have come to exact retribution for our larceny at your greenhouse. The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays. I am merely quivering with rage over this insulting interrogation. And that scent you so subtly pointed out is the aroma of noble effort. Foreign to you, I'm sure.
By this point, they'd already...
I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all this time? Touch cramped, ain't it?
I had already initiated combat the last time I came down here with like the second dialogue.
You've got me there. Nothing enigmatical about a trio of Protectorate stowaways.
The more I listen to you invaders blathering, the more convinced I become of the need to rid our fair island of your wretched stupidity by any means necessary.
Not very copacetic, are you folks?
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead. And if I deny your assessment?
Come again?
Ordinarily, I would feel confident about having the superior number. But as you pointed out, our condition is rather deleterious at the moment. Very well. With so many invaders yet to slay, I would be remiss to relinquish our lives in such an unworthy duel. We surrender.
What a smug a-hole.
That was some slick talking. Can't believe you got them to surrender without firing a shot. I thought for sure we'd have to blast our way out of here. Guess I had this mystery all wrong. A small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish. I lost a friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind. Like I said, foolish.
Wait, his name's Warren L. Warren? Okay.
I appreciate that. Never really talked about the direction of my thoughts on this topic with no one before. Wow, it's like I'm lighter. Thank you for everything. Truly.
Okay. I wonder if he'd get mad if we killed him now. Man, they're really living down here in this place. Well, there's only 3 of them. How much fucking food they couldn't steal? Couldn't run out to the farms. Oh, they were coming over here because it was easy. Yeah, but you're telling me they couldn't, like, go out in all this fucking wilderness and get some food or something? There's farms over here. Yeah, and this farm was, oh, this one, I was thinking protectorates. Argo, aren't they the same people as guarding the bridge? Okay, whatever.
This is but a momentary setback.
I'm taking the money. Just wish I could remember where that 3,000 bucks was. There's someone here ahead. Was it her? No, I don't think it was the scientist either. I'm pretty well. I know it wasn't back here, and it wasn't back here, so it had to be in this area. And no, there's no one here in these areas. No one here in this area. So yeah, it had to be somewhere in this area. Take this out, and this out. So yep, pretty sure it was in town. Okay, well that worked out pretty well. Let's check journal, see if that went completed. Oh, right. Okay, so Descendant and Protective are different. Whoa, 900 XP. We should have leveled up now. So we just got like 500 for the other one, I think.
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. Seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me, though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters. I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. And I am the only one in a position to act upon it, though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I? I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky. But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it?
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientist. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking?
One day I will pick the dumb options, but we only took that for, I don't want to say metagaming, but it just made sense.
How can you be so even-tempered about this? I know you didn't know her like I did. Like I thought I did, but she betrayed us. She killed our friends, Commander. Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just leave it alone. Told myself, no point in dredging up the past. Should have known he wouldn't rest. DeVries may have saved me on Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too, back at the academy. We all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, ain't a job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us. Reckon so. It's somewhat embarrassing how much worship we all put on her name. You put a tool in my hand, I would have built monuments to her. Figured my own career could be just that. Doing for others what she done for me. Never imagined I'd actually get to work with her. Me, some nobody from Triangular. And then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the Order's numbers. Ain't cynical if it turns out true. DeVries was willing to sacrifice us. I have to know what for. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic. Real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks.
So to say of all the, excuse me, all the killing we've done is pretty pale in comparison to the quest XP we've been getting. I mean, yeah, going around killing shit and getting the fisherman books and stuff is XP too, but like a lot, I feel like you could just go around doing the main, like, big quest, companion quest, main quest, you know, getting the jump boots, and probably skipping a lot of that miscellaneous fucking fighting. It takes a lot of time to go explore that shit. I mean, yeah, the second time you wouldn't have to explore as far as, like, you know where you were going, where you could save a lot of time exploring where you know there aren't a lot of enemies and shit. Still, I'm just wondering, like, okay, we're gonna hit level 8. Would we just be like level 6 at this point if we weren't around killed and everything? Does that extra 2 levels gonna really make a difference? Maybe on very hard, but still.
Sure, but why act alone instead of reporting her concerns to the brass? What made her believe the Earth Directorate would dismiss the threat? I don't take issue with folks clinging to whatever keeps them afloat. Math, science, the Grand Architect, Void, even Capital. I know how most colonies run, but when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue. That's different. Everything we've done so far has been for the mission, to save everyone. You forget we're on the same side here, Commander? I'm not the only one DeVries wronged. She robbed you of 10 years of your life. Don't you want recompense for that? Exactly. We get answers, then she gets a bullet. Everyone goes home happy. Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be getting in there.
108 XP off. Okay. Well, I said, well, there's 8 things to do. We've done 3 buildings. 1, 2, 3. Let's go do Tinsel. And do you even have to go to Westport? Like, it looks like a lot of this shit you don't even have to do. Don't steal unless it's a card. That's our rule. Well, another thing is, like, I don't really feel like, I mean, engineering, hack, all that stuff gives you access to some secret areas. Like, I had a really hard time today trying to do very hard without going through the combat side. Oh my god. But I kept forgetting to use, like, I didn't even use time dilation for like the first half of it.
Would pulverizing them suffice? No, I couldn't liquefy them. Apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're a genius. Approach with less haste next time, won't you? Copernicus may be tame, but he still doesn't take kindly to being startled. I am Ethel Tinsley, chimeric scientist. I'm responsible for taming this delightful raptidon here. He will protect our fair town from his feral brethren in the wilds. Theoretically. Officer Carr has been in a state waiting for me to train the raptidons to, maul on command. It's rather pressing, and alas, one scientist-turned-tamer can only do so much. One might say I'm perhaps a bit on edge. Folk here have grown weary, shall we say, with the war effort, and with avoiding Carr and the minister's would-be fisticuffs. I would never imply such a thing. I'm sure the minister and Officer Carr have only our best interests at heart. Though I must admit, their continuing quarrels give me trepidation. I'm unused to the way things are done here, I suppose. The Protectorate leadership never behaved in such a manner. Which I would not mind if the threat of annihilation weren't hanging over us so. I am accustomed to decisive and unanimous action. Not this. And yet, I would much rather stay here, continue my work, and hope my leaders can reach an accord. Challenging though it may be, one wishes to woo Protectorate subjects to our ranks. The other wishes to secure a decisive victory with weaponry and technology. As for which approach is best, I wish I knew. Very well. I ought to focus more on my work than on social tensions anyhow. I work directly with Officer Carr and her soldiers to ensure they're outfitted with the best Raptidon counterparts Paradise Island can provide. In theory, they'll be trusted to guard our most precious assets, including our leadership. For now, they deter encroachment from wild Raptidons. It's most agreeable. Oh dear. I rather hoped that Copernicus rolled off the tongue a sight better than designation C0P3R. I suppose I'll ensure he responds to both in any case.
I don't think I ever came over here.
You see any drones? Don't feel shy about bringing them down. That is the best damn news I've heard all day. Make sure to collect your reward at the bounty terminal if you haven't already. No use in leaving well-earned bits on the table. Better now that you've thinned the herd of drones. Or would you call that a swarm? Either way, seems all I can do is stand here and observe. Maybe that'll get me back into Carr's good graces.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not doing these two quests right now. I haven't decided what I'm doing with that. 1, 2. We did this one. Did this was 2. Did this was 3. We did this was 4. I thought there was some reason we had to talk to her though. So we got 2 left. This and this. We're gonna have to head out soon. Alright, well, this is a little bit risky. Oh, another one was shock. It was the revolver I was looking at. Barrel for the Rattler. The Rattler is actually a revolver. Plasma and shock. I said I didn't want to do... I remember earlier saying I didn't want to do shock on something. But I don't see shock as an option here, so it must have been on the revolver. Maybe the shotgun. Anyway, it doesn't matter what it was before. I don't want to lower the damage. Especially when I already got shock here, so. Okay, good. So here's the problem. Here's the other, like, level 5 lockpick. Perfect. This is a pistol. It also has reinforced barrel and auxiliary burst, kind of like us. So if we want to do something that does biomass damage, we can use that. But I don't want to steal this stuff. Now, do we want to steal the performance review for Faulkner to do her quest? I do not want Klepto. So this is the replenishment terminal key card, and I think we need that to get her to go away. So we can use this. So yeah, I can talk to her, and I had a dialogue to get her basically distracted. And there's also the quest to do Faulkner. But I don't want to steal this, and I don't want to steal this. So let's hope that we get this dialogue.
Let me guess. Gun keeps jamming, armor don't quite fit snug as you like. State your division and I'll get you outfitted. Quick and proper, or your next provision's free. If you're not with a specific division, I'm supposed to take down a name before offering my wares. I'll just make it up for expediency's sake. All bits spend the same to me. Tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to supply you. I'm sure...
I feel like this is a named item because it's yellow.
you'd be back. What do you need this time? Those hoople heads. First they botched their work up here, now the Grove. If there were medals for incompetence, they'd be well decorated. Well, I thank you for helping them out. Sorry you had to go out of your way. Good eye. Though I'd say they're better than nice. Got more armor than a Hammerclaw, but better flight handling than the old clunkers we used to stock. If things had turned out differently, it might be someone else standing here, while I'd be off piloting one of those beauties. Don't have the aptitude for flight, apparently. But this role suits me fine. I like the upward mobility, in the metaphorical business sense, I mean.
So I picked 3 before, and then when I talked to her again, there was basically just leave conversation.
I heard you got the bug, huh?
Yeah, so if we stowed that, we could get the information here, but...
She's a beauty up close, ain't she? More cylinders than you can count powering her engines. She uses her shape to drop like a stone during landing. And over there, you see, the fuselage has been modified to... Tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to supply you. No one here but you, me, and several tons of well-oiled machinery.
Okay, so, yeah, there's 2 things here. And this is why I have this marked.
Marginal improvements, still improvement, I suppose.
I talked to him and I failed the dialogue, so he didn't want to talk to me. Also, what's this?
Guns down. We forgot about downrange.
Just for $30. So yeah, you can talk to him and try to convince him to let you train them. But I don't want to save scum in it, because I don't think I had the right stuff for it. So the further you are away, like there's a certain point where your weapon does like 10% damage or whatever it is. I think this would help. 1% per engineering skill point, so it'd be like plus 15% damage. This is this increased magazine size. We don't need this right now. This is weapon range, but this also gives weapon range and weak spot, so I'd take that first. I don't care about that right now. This is damage to humans, but this would just give us damage period with our modded weapons, so that would... So I think we're going to take that one. For the range and the weak spot damage. Alright, I already have lockpicks. So which skill are we not taking? I feel like observation. We haven't really been getting any observation checks. I feel like it's too low right now. I think I might just wait on guns. It's probably the one the least needed. There, engineering, hack, and observation. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish this. Well, we need to talk to Carr or whatever, but yeah, we finished this one, and this one for sure. Yeah, I think we're good there, so don't worry about it.
Eyes open when you pull the trigger.
Whoever took down our anti-hologram is a traitor of the highest order. Makes me wonder if these folks even want
Yes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh.
I tell you where they're at. What was Lawrence for? I can't remember.
Yes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Hello again. You here for the show?
I thought she had a third arm. Oh, let's see.
Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain. Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my 2 old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience. We don't want to try Auntie's patience, do we?
No, Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spine. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Now hold a moment, Carr. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point, especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milver Street's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time. I'll be waiting.
Now, with that out of the way, I'd care to make my introduction. I am D.B. Milver Street, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottieri, President of Promotional Material. Tell me.
Hey, how about we settle our business first? I did what you wanted.
Took you time doing it. I had you pre-marked as a casualty in my reports. I suppose I'll have to go back and amend them. Time better spent raising morale.
Now hold on. I went into enemy territory crawling with dangerous creatures for you alone to get some dusty report. And you got the audacity to complain about paperwork? If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose the bits for such a procedure shall simply manifest from the ether?
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to retain an enhanced soldier would look to upper management, huh?
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death a preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down and outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
Are you mad? Has everyone around me gone mad? This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say, but Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. And you, I got a proposition for you. Come find me when you're done with this clown.
She will most assuredly regret her decision, most assuredly. But I suppose that is no longer my concern. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. I can tell you are a person of action, and I need the aid of such a person in Westport. Perhaps you may be willing to work with me? Though, of course, I would care to hear what you wish of Paradise Island first. Best to help another while helping oneself.
With that hat? Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips? Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for a stroll. But if you assist me, I promise to get you inside. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed.
Though I should warn you that if you choose to do so, Commander Carr shall not be pleased and will likely refuse to work with you herself.
I wonder what would happen if I'd already been there. I just hadn't advanced the quest to the end boss fight.
Westport is a shell of the bustling town it was prior to the invasion, though a handful of Protectorate Yeasayers still cling to it. My plan requires their conversion. Yes, it is a grim place, but the Protectorate hangers-on who remain there are anything but inclined to move on. Converting Westport's subjects will teach us much about the Protectorate mind, how it solves problems, what it desires, how it can be swayed. I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry. The choice is yours. Should pose no trouble for a go-getter like you. Shh, not so loud. The hat can tell when you're questioning it. The people of Westport don't trust me. How can they? I am the enemy. I am the invader. I cannot help these people achieve salvation until I know what it is they yearn for. You are a third party. You're presumably trustworthy. I need you to act on my behalf. I say if the situation is serendipitous, so much the better. That is a shame. I hope you change your mind.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the whole of Spears' choice couldn't outmaneuver her.
All done in there? Was hoping we could chat. Hope that little dust up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the jailbreak. Got a proposition. Since I'm newly free-ranged, and you're free-ranged yourself, thinking we ought to team up. You're going places. I want to go too. If you help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of a fully functioning enhanced soldier. Me. Don't matter what you set your mind to, together we'll be unstoppable. And in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back into Auntie's Choice. Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Once I'm in top form, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see what I'm capable of. Just gotta find out how to get there first.
I should have asked why she wanted to get back to
for some time
Annie's
before she
Choice.
came to Fairfield. Damn fine scientist. Reckon we should visit her lab at the edge of town to see if she's got ideas for us.
Oh, that's right.
This
It was
portion of the
her.
crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mind the ship. I didn't mean me, but all right. I see where your head's at. Keep safe out there.
After you.
What, you got heart knees?
You're here early. I expected you'd be on the receiving end of Milver Street's bluster until close to the end of time. Happy that ain't the case, as I can make use of you. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, head of aggressive acquisitions and persons elimination on Paradise Island. Let no one say I can't be official when circumstances merit. Now, not to say I question the presence of a wayward sightseer in the midst of a war-torn waste, but it might be safer for us both if I knew your purpose. The Vox, eh? Bent on bloody self-destruction, I could just have my troops dispatch you, save you the effort. Although if you were keen on continuing to draw breath, perhaps you and I could broker a deal. There are Protectorate vitals need bled. You could do the bleeding. This fine settlement is Fairfield. Once in the Protectorate's grasping claws, now Auntie's newest foothold on Paradise Island. When we arrived, it was thick with yaysayers, a hair's breadth away from sacrificing themselves to their old masters. Now they've seen the golden glow of the free market. Entertaining as it is to root out dozens of entrenched, suicidally murderous subjects, I'd take the efficiency of capitulation any day. Only thing not suspicious in this life is when a body points a gun at you. You can rest assured I don't expect these turncoats are as true as their word. We keep them away from heavy machinery and weapons, and we make them earn their keep. Through that, any who ain't truly converted will learn, sooner or later. Unusual refers to every turncoat and is not a halfway strong enough phrase. Try gormless cretins who can not so much as wipe their running noses without begging permission. Don't know if there's a DeVries here, not my department. Milver Street befriends the ex-subjects, keeps tabs on them. Ask him. Why are you looking for them? Who are they to you? Directorate agents betraying their fellows? So much for humanity's best and brightest. My employer would assuredly be filled with wrath if it were my forces I were committing. But enlisting a freelancer on my own dime is hardly committing any forces. If you fail, I'll be out nothing, and Auntie shall be none the wiser. And if you succeed, I can't be blamed if my plans came to fruition on their own. I want the Protectorate war effort exsanguinated. You want into the Vox Relay. You help me, I help you. There's a particular holding we shelled early in the war, name of Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center. deserves a raising for the length of its blasted name alone. My scouts report recent Protectorate attempts to bring it back to functioning. I need the place sabotaged, lest automechs return to aid the Protectorate war effort in droves. Should note, the ministers like to take our working together as a personal affront. Aid me, and I suspect he'll rescind any offer he may have made to you. Think all you like. Speak to Milver Street if he ain't...
Alright, so I will figure this out later. I will go up and do the upper floor on my own. I might do this stuff on my own as well. 1, 2. So we've done 1, 2, 3.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition than you currently possess. Ammunition can be purchased at vending machines or crafted at a workbench using materials like this collection of scrap metal and powder.
Oh, there's a Moon Man and a Moon Man helmet hat. Never just now noticed that he's waving his hat.
Hello again. Was there something you...
Something has, all right. I ended my contract effective immediately. Now I'm free to prove myself to everyone in Auntie's Choice. My way.
Well, that's wonderful news. Or is it? I admit I'm still trying to work through what contracts mean hereabouts. But you do appear to be pleased, so I shall be pleased for you. Ah, that is not common knowledge in this town. But since Inez appears to trust you, I suppose I can do the same. Before I began my new illustrious career working with our tame, scarily friends here, I was a researcher in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Oh, I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down. Oh, when I think of the lives I could have reached. But in my current role, I do try to help where I can.
Where my own first aid training can't reach, Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it. But she nursed me back to health.
Would if I could have done more. I did not possess the knowledge I've gained since leaving the program. I regret that.
Frankly, it were triage she performed back then. Didn't exactly have time to ponder a long-term solution. She did all she could, and I don't blame her none. Go on, Doc.
Right. I have a lead, Inez. I've identified 2 viable beasts on this island that you may be compatible with. Though it may not be easy to acquire the suitable specimens.
Oh, is one going to be... I know one's Mysterious Cave. Was one going to be in the Raptor Den?
The first candidate is the skeleton crabble. It has a rare form of albinism and was last spotted on the western coast by Protectorate scientists, who unfortunately went missing. I happened upon an old report of theirs along with a code used to operate their machinery. If their fate is what I suspect, the code may be of use to you.
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good bit larger than the average crabble. Meaner and smarter, too. It is. Rare, once-in-a-generation divergence in the crabble population. Powerful and frightening. Reckon it'd suit me just fine.
The second candidate is a Raptidon matriarch, the only one of her kind on the island as I understand it. She was last spotted in the crags near the Vox Relay.
Deep in Protectorate territory. This matriarch sure ain't making it easy for us. She'll be more aggressive and more cunning than her smaller kin.
When you breach the matriarch's lair, you must rouse her from hibernation. I found pheromones to be quite effective. Inez, I'm certain you know a formula that may suffice.
That I do.
Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch, so she'll be upon you in moments. I suggest your armaments be at the ready. Then the grafting part is yours. Yes, though I would recommend a careful surgical removal of the specimens, please. Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin surgery. Law guide you both out there.
Finally, like a week later. I mean, that was mostly my fault for not following up on the quest and stuff.
Well, you hate to be proven right. These folk have been dead a while. And that must be the machinery Doc mentioned. Over here, Commander. Huh. Seems this terminal reroutes power to speakers around the cave. They were using sound to lure the crabbles out. Let's see here. Generator's back on. Power up that phonotron, would you? Should cause enough ruckus to make the skeleton come out and play.
Oh, it's because we got ads, okay. That's what's happening. I say I hit my Z. Oh, there's something hit me in the back. That's fine. Valerie, heal me.
Almost got it! Don't let up! There! He's down!
Much better weapon for killing shit. Well, that wasn't fun at all.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander. That phonotron was effective. Now we just need the specimen. Mind the pincers. They can be a little feisty even after death. Nice work. Mind bringing it over here so I can take a gander?
A lot of crabs.
Hoarding that crab apart for yourself, huh? Ain't no matter. If you still got... We pulled a good harvest. But if we could hunt for the other beast before bringing... Anyhow, was there something you needed, Commander?
You just told me to talk to you. I was right, it was over here. Alright, I'm gonna head out here after this. I got enough stuff, I can do a few hours of questing.
Raptidons are ever malleable. Eden doesn't want them around and they don't belong here, but they sure carved out a place for themselves. I can respect that.
This cave isn't that big.
Keep howling. We're coming for you.
This should be the... This has to be where the fight is.
Yep. Matriarch's here, all right. Let's put our heads together. See these half-eaten remains? They're a sign. Matriarchs lose their appetite when they're on the verge of going into a state of torpor. She'll have retreated into hiding to conserve her energy. But I got one way to get her attention.
Oh. There was a, like, side wall I noticed in here that you could see into, but you couldn't get to. I guess that's where she just ran by. And if you never did Inez's quest, you would never know that's what it was for.
Hey, if I don't celebrate my own stroke of genius, who will? I'm just happy my acquaintance with these creatures counted for something. You know how Doc mentioned pheromones? Well, just so happened that I procured some Raptidon glandular extract in my travels. Should do the trick. A matriarch with 3 full stomachs ain't coming out of hibernation unless she senses a threat to her authority. She hates rivals. Ain't one who leaves anything to waste. Any hunter worth a damn would say the same. If I can't find a practical use for what I've salvaged, it'll find a use in research or in exchanging for bits. Lucky for us, this extract ain't exactly in high demand. Any other questions, or are you ready to meet this matriarch? I was inquiring more about your current manner of fortitude, but I'll take it. All right, let's do this.
So many so many crits these days.
We should harvest a limb from the matriarch while the body's still warm.
So the whole point of these two big giant caves, I mean,
That's the limb. Bring it here, would you?
other than the hey, oh, plus 1% damage. Missed that one. They're hidden pretty well. I mean, there's that other cave we did earlier. Cave system we did very
Whoa,
early.
look at this part. That's twice the muscle mass of a Raptidon hunter. Undamaged nerve endings? Even the coloration's to my liking. Can't ever You're no slouch, you know that? If we had more soldiers with your talent, we would have taken Eden months ago. Whenever you're ready, we should head back to Fairfield. Have a word with Doc Tinsley now that I have both the skeleton and matriarch specimens. In honesty, I don't know which one I should ask Doc to patch me up with. Can't go wrong with either, but one could be the better choice. If you've got an opinion, I'm keen to hear it. The material we harvested from the skeleton crabble could allow me to fire off scalding shell shards. They'd pierce through armor easily, I imagine. And the part from the Raptidon matriarch should let me camouflage myself at will, like other Raps can. I'd be able to close the distance and heal you up without the enemy noticing.
I think I'd rather have her do damage. Because she's only going to camouflage to come over and run up to heal me. But I don't feel like I need two healers.
Exactly what I was thinking. I'm good to head to Doc's lab with the news and this part when you are.
Alright, thanks for stopping in if you did, or if you're watching the video later.
All these wicks got everyone riled up, including me. What are we supposed to do if we encounter one?
Told my manager, a man is not a slice of nanner, Mr. Overby. Then I said, I am more than some commonplace.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this area. Probably do this and this. Yeah, at least a couple of these over here. So we don't have much left. I'm ready to get off this place. I have to decide what to do with the bridge. I need to decide to do with what I'm doing with Galloway. Decide what I'm doing over here. Decide what I'm doing for if we're going to convert Westport or kill these people. My figured is I would come to these places first and then come back and get the quest form updated. Where's this Brainbender's quest? Oh, let me track it. Maybe that's the problem. Am I not doing this right? Okay. Because I don't remember where Mela Street is. I got that quest. I got XP for that twice.
Back again? I hope the hunting has gone well. Certainly, if you've procured the right materials. I've been fine-tuning the procedure in the meantime. I do believe it'll be as smooth as Crabble butter.
I'm gonna assume Crabble butter's especially smooth, because I'm ready to feel like myself again. I've decided on the skeleton Crabble graft. It's time for the program to branch out, and I expect this clone will serve me mighty well. If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and take this spare part off your hands for my own research.
Oh, the skeleton Crabble will be a splendid match for you, Inez. Go on now. Get sorted while I get this machine up and running. Mind the Raptidon drool on the table. No need to be nervous. I promise.
Thank you for the bedside manner, Commander. As you can tell, I've got a nervous temperament and jump at the sight of my own shadow.
Enough distractions, please. I need the utmost focus for my work. This is beautiful work. My best yet. How does the limb feel, Inez? Any numbness? Pain?
Yeah, both. Body's not accustomed to the presence of another limb. Feels like I've got an extra passenger in my nervous system. But it certainly beats feeling like I'm bleeding on the inside. Or fighting the urge to feast on raw human flesh. Like last time.
Well, I'll certainly be having words with that surgeon, leaving you in a state like that. Now, you come back straight away if anything bothers you.
Will do, Doc. I thank you. And you, Commander, without your help, I don't know what I might have done. Whatever you need going forward, I'm there. You got my word.
How did that help her shoot fire? That's a lot of XP. Damn. Already halfway through 8 now. Yeah, so maybe we'll hit 10. Okay.
I feel strange. In a good way. Auntie's documentation doesn't describe the side effects of grafting with a Crabble, but so far, not hearing complaints from me.
Oh,
I'd
the
say
top
this officially puts me back in full fighting form. If you ever thought I might slow you down, you can give those fears a kiss goodnight. Rather kind of you to say, but we both know you can keep pace with just about anything on this island. I got a good feeling about this partnership of ours. Just want to reiterate that I'll make good on my end of the deal. I plan on proving my worth to you and to Auntie, no matter what it takes. Well, then I guess I ought to open the eyes of those who don't quite see it that way yet. I appreciate you hearing me out. We should move on.
Alright. I don't know when I'll be back on. Let's make sure it's loaded or saved. I'm gonna get a couple hour nap in before the kid wakes up. Y'all have a good day.